how to do yarn Havanna twist. You can do Havanna twist with different type of hair. The main hair that a lot of people is doing Havanna twist with is, I think the website is fingercomber.com. You could be able to Google it and you'll see the different hair that they have for it. But I decided to do something different. So what I wanted to do was yarn Havanna twists. Basically what Havanna twists are, just big chunky twists. What I decided to do is I already sectioned off the area where I want the twist to be. With them being a little chunkier, you can make the parts bigger, but I just wanted to make sure the top laid correctly. So I just took out my time to section off the hair. You section off the hair however you want. It's all up to you. What you want to use is make sure that you use yarn. You want to use 100% acrylic yarn. I'm using red. It's actually like a burgundy color. Here's the color. And I'm also using black too. I did prepare the hair before I done the twist because it do make doing the twist a whole lot better. I will actually go to my YouTube channel and you could be able to see a video to show you how to prepare the hair. That does make it a lot easier. And I also have another method, but I have not recorded that yet. So there's another method to be able to prepare the hair. But for now, just check out that video. What I'm going to do is you can use how many twists that you want. I am going to just basically get a rubber band to get this section out the way because you don't want no hair all combining with each other. And I'm going to be using 10 strands of yarn. In the front, I'm going to use 9 because like my nape area, actually my nape area and my whole hairline area, I'm gonna use 9, and then with the rest of the hair, I'm going to use 10, and that's because I don't want a lot of tension on my edges. So I just put one more less yarn in there. So let me go ahead and get 10 pieces of yarn out, 10 strings, and I'll be right back. You can be able to get the yarn from any craft store or Walmart, okay, or Target. Okay, I'm just kind of sectioning it off a little bit. Again, I like to pre-section just to make sure the twists are laying correctly. Since they're so big, I'm not going to be making so many. So I want to make sure that the ones I do have, I'm sectioning it off correctly. So again, you're going to take 10 strands. You can put a little bit of grease on it if you like, because it makes the twisting process a lot easier. Make sure all the strands are the same length or at least close to it. And what you're going to do is you're going to just grab it and you're just going to do a normal braid. So however you usually braid, you go ahead and do a normal braid. You're going to do about 3 stitches. If you want to, you can add some extra hair to your hair, like extra strands of the yarn, so it can make it a little easier to braid. You don't have to. And again, I go down about 3 to 4 stitches. And then what I do is I take all these and just make them, split them down the middle. So both ends, you should feel that they are both equal. So you see you got 2 strands now. And now what you're going to do is you're going to just twist left over right. And the good thing about this yarn, you don't have to do it like you do kinky twists, how you got to twist the hair and then twist it. You don't have to do that. You just do left over right. And you just go all the way down doing that. And you're going to do this to each and every twist. And what I'm going to do is when I get to the rest of the hair, I'm going to start doing black. But at the top, I'm going to do red. And this is like a burgundy red. And just keep twisting. Make sure that you try to make the twist as even as possible to the previous twist. So that's pretty good. You don't want to make it too long, but that's good, okay? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 1 strand and I'm going to tie it off. Let me make sure I'm going to tie it off like I would a micro braid. So see, I'm taking this strand and I'm just looping it around so it can become like a rubber band for it. So now it's nice and tight in there. So just kind of let it unwind. And see, just make sure that you keep your strands together. And if you don't, you see how that loose strand is right there? I'm just going to cut it. But what I'm going to do is go back and heat it up because you don't want it to unravel. So just make sure you pay attention to what you're doing. This is how you fix the Havanna twist if you make a mistake and leave a few twists out. You always want to go back, if you cut anything, you want to go back and make sure you burn it and melt it. Because if not, and later down the line, it might start unraveling. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, we have our end. I am going to just burn it. Just heat up the end so it can just stay. This is basically sealing it. And don't be afraid of it. And just make sure you get it nice and hot. Just kind of play with it a little bit, but be very careful. Just make sure it's ready. Okay, and now it's ready to be cut. And you just cut right where below where you burnt it. And there you have another Havanna twist. And just keep continuing. If you see that the ends is not how you want it, just burn it a little more. And twist it. Just be careful as you're doing it, because this could be dangerous if you don't do it correctly. So be mindful. This is heat. And there you go. You have a Havanna yarn twist. And let me do a few more for you.